Relax, sit down. Coming out of PE town. Want a drink, find a shot. Never mind your liver, get to Gino's spot.
Gino spot.
Get to Gino's spot.
Gino spot.
Have a laugh, have a giggle, and exercise your middle. Have a Gino shot.
Gino shot.
Get to Gino's spot.
Gino spot.
Get to Gino's spot.
Gino spot.
Have a laugh, have a giggle, and exercise your middle. Get to Gino's spot.
Gino spot.
No, look how young I look.
Look how
damn
young
you,
you look.
damn you, Tara
We're in
Jane.
the same boat.
Jeez. And we are in the marathon. It's the marathon session.
Yes. From yesterday, no more Gino spot
No
to
more
like
Gino spots, but
omnibus.
we've had an omnibus of 4 Gino spots, and we'll be playing these all a little bit later. We'll be rebroadcasting,
Awesome.
and I can't believe that you've actually never been on the show yet, because it's been nearly 5 years.
I have one. I have one.
Tuba.
Before ABBA. Before ABBA.
Before ABBA, yes.
Yeah,
We're
yeah,
talking about the ABBA stuff.
Yeah.
We were. And but I know that we've got a pile of shows coming up for the venue.
Yeah.
I know, that's a hell of a thing. Oh, but first we've got to thank our sponsors. Thank you to Fitch and Leeds. You can point down there where you are, Tara. It's there. Fitch and Leeds. And Centrestage Baywest. And of course Amobi who have done our internet. Nicola and the guys, do you know Nicola?
Well, I'm with them too, thanks to you.
Absolute
We all
legend.
support each other.
She is such a legend, and helped for years. Now, first, Kids Rock.
Yeah.
I should have worn my shirt. I've got my shirt upstairs.
You should have.
I've got my Kids Rock.
Yeah.
I love the concept for Kids Rock because it's got good feels.
Yeah, I think the important thing is we've seen with Centrestage, our audience is getting older and older,
Yes.
like we are.
Yes.
And
us, yes.
and these young ones need to know that everything mustn't be only online.
Yeah.
She says on the online show.
Yes.
That it's important to actually have some people contact.
Yes.
And I think it's 2 hours of like a dance marathon that's just happy feels.
Yeah.
It is. I've learned with this that the one thing that brings people together is music.
And it also crosses the divides.
Yeah.
So the kids and the grannies can both be at the same place if you've got the right music.
We did a show this year for Erica. We had 1,700 people there. And I got a message the next day on our Facebook page that said, it's the first time my child has been to a live concert, which was quite strange. But she said 3 generations, her mother, herself and her daughter.
Wow.
And for me, that was like perfect. That's exactly what it's about.
Everybody was there. And
That's exactly what the concept is about. It doesn't matter how old you are, 9 or 99, on the dance floor, having fun.
If the youngsters are enjoying it as well,
for sure. And I think what we do is so unique. I think the art of performing, we can't let it fall away because things can be done better online.
Yeah.
They need to know that contact that you have and that watching that person on stage,
face to
how
face.
it pulls you in is just amazing, and it will continue that because, like we always invite children to be part of the show from the particular school.
Yeah.
And Izzy's on the show, my daughter.
Yes.
And they're getting that same exposure where they see, hey, check that kid on the stage. I want to do that too.
Yeah, and it definitely those always. I've been told time again when people watch the Centrestage shows, the kids are there and the kids come and they see this for the first time and they can't believe what's happening on stage.
Yeah.
For them it's completely foreign. For an adult it's somebody who's seen it before 1,000 times. But for that child to come in there, it can change the entire direction of their life.
Oh, for sure. And I think the problem is most of the shows we do, you can't have kids there late at night when the other people who are adults having a big party.
Yeah.
So it's opening a different platform where it's quite safe to do like that. Yeah.
A safe area, you're right, because the bands.
It's very exciting, and obviously we've got St. Francis Links coming up.
Yes.
And I think in St. Francis there's always the rooms and all those things.
It is.
There we go.
Sunday the 22nd.
Yeah.
From 4 to 6.
It's great that there can be something for the younger kids too.
Yeah.
And their younger parents.
Yes.
And
Yes.
all the
Yes.
parents and
Yes.
everybody.
The
Yeah.
parents and the kids
It's going to be
together.
fun. It's going to be fun.
It's going to be great
Yeah.
fun, I think, and it's like and the mix of songs, the stuff that you do.
Yeah, well, we've got our own theme song called
Yes.
Kids Rock Dance Party, but we've tried to put a moral message in. It's all songs that they know, but the reasons for the songs that have been selected, like
Yes.
Miley Cyrus Flowers. Like, hey, you're a girl. It doesn't mean you can have no voice.
Yeah.
Come on,
Yeah.
stand up for
Yeah.
yourself.
Yeah.
So, yeah, there are a lot of songs there that they all know and love. They come from movies they know, like I'm Still Standing. The parents know from Elton
Yes.
John.
I know.
But
I
the
just
kids
got that.
all know it. You know?
I saw that. I
Yes,
saw
so
that.
it's pretty cool to be able to tie it up.
Yeah.
Old songs brought back in a new way.
Yeah. Because I was just like, I'm still standing there, all singing every word. I'm like,
How do
the
you know
hell do you
this?
know
I know. So it's amazing what
Yeah.
all those Pixar, all of those movies have done for their music. It's brought it all back in a different
Yeah,
way.
the Pixar stuff.
Yeah, it's cool.
And I bet it's always the energy. The kids bring
Yeah.
the energy to the show as well. You know,
Yeah,
it's
and
really
it's
great.
like a 2-hour
Yes.
workout for us. boy.
Holy crap! You're absolutely
It's
exhausted.
great. Yeah.
I did the one at Collegiate, and it was great fun.
You feel like a rock star.
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
These kids all are like, I do.
I know.
It's fun.
I know
man.
it is.
Yeah.
And then at the obviously the when you work with the schools. So how do you put it together with the schools?
So I think the whole concept is how do you get it out there? Public shows are great, but they're a little bit tough. So the schools always need money, we know that.
Yeah.
And I think it's a great way not only to fundraise for the school, because we do a split with the school on the ticket sales. We arrange everything. They have food trucks and they have the whole shebang, but we arrange everything. They need to.
So it's no work for them.
They need to do ticket sales and collect the money.
Okay,
And then not only do they make money, but they create a moment where they're asking parents not just to put their hands in their pocket and give the money to school.
Yes.
Give the school money. They actually go, yeah, that was
Come in.
fun.
Yeah. Come in and
Create
interact.
some memories. So so that's what we've been doing. We've done tons of schools this year, and next year is very exciting. We've got 5 schools in East London.
Oh, okay.
There's an opportunity for a school in Cape Town. So I'm hoping that we can
So it's countrywide.
slowly build it to different provinces.
No, absolutely. I don't see why not. And there are not many people that are doing this in this sort of way. You know, I see it in the line of me putting my drums in my show. Nobody does it because there's no reason for them to do it. It's the same with the singer or you know, with people doing shows. They would normally be doing it in pubs or doing it in for the adults, because that's where you get the bar. That's where you get the but for yourself, it's a concept that you've come up with, and a thing, and it's all yours. So you can be almost selfish with it. You can do it. It's your thing, so you can go for it.
It's growing so beautifully. We're busy with our own website at the moment. We've got merch. We give away merch at the shows.
Yes.
But afterwards, we have people saying like, where can I buy that? We've done a whole lot of T-shirts and caps for people who've asked for Christmas presents for their kids.
Yeah.
And then we customize them with their name, and so it's growing really nicely, and I think it can reinvent itself all the time.
Yeah.
But for me, it's not only about that. It's more about the passion of let them learn what we do. There's an art to it. Playing a live instrument and playing and performing is an art.
The live
Don't
thing,
let it fall away.
The live thing is so important, and I was talking to Garth Taylor just now recently, and Garth saying that you know, having live shows is so important. It's the only way for musicians to make money these days, anyways, to do the live stuff.
Yeah.
But it's so much better.
Oh, it is. It's just different. I mean, you see them having fun and they think we are the entertainment, but actually they are. You watch them and you just get so taken in by how excited they are.
Yeah,
it's amazing. Yeah.
And so you're in the ABBA show. You're in the 80s. We're in the 80s show with me as well.
Yes. Then we've got the extravaganza.
The extravaganza. Yeah, the extravaganza is a mix of all the different shows. So we'll have my artificial intelligence. There we go. There's our lineup. Obviously the pantomime is still running, which has been great as well.
Amazing.
Absolutely, ABBA's at St Francis Links the day after you are there with Kids Rock. So you're going to stay there.
Yes.
And that is going to be at so that's at St Francis, the ABBA show. Andre, the hilarious hypnotist, who I spoke to a little bit earlier as well today. He's great.
And I see that the excitement is starting to happen. I see the changes in cricket now. People are realizing he's going to be here soon.
And so the tickets are going. You know?
Yes, it's great.
And then I see Innovators is the next one, which is obviously Tuba Miyake, Prince Bruno Mars and Michael Jackson.
That's it.
All together, and that's for me, that's a hell of a show because I've got to get
All
the
new
drums.
stuff.
Geez, like all stuff that I don't really play a lot of.
Yeah.
Garth Taylor, obviously, we've spoken to as well on the 28th. Magnificent 80s. Isn't it a great show?
That's a great show.
I love that show.
Every song is like, I love that song.
Yes.
Some of the cast members had never even heard some of those songs. That's how young.
I know, they're so young they are. They can learn them.
Yeah.
And Huey Lewis in the news for me, the highlight is the highlight. My the brass section, Sean Lyon and his team there, incredible stuff.
It's a great show.
Yeah, and then we've got next level, the extravaganza obviously, but then extravaganza bits and pieces of all the shows, which is quite nice if you want to have like all in one, you know.
Yes.
And then the next level show, that's on the 3rd of January, and then the 4th of January, the 3rd of January, obviously Vicky Sampson, which is quite cool.
That is going to be amazing.
Big name.
And I mean, Tuba and Vicky.
And
together,
Tuba.
I couldn't think of anything bigger and brighter.
Tuba and Vicky is going to be incredible, and it will be next level. Colin was telling us about the show, and it is that she's got a hell of a voice. It's like one of those special voices, so she's going to be doing stuff from the various shows that she's done as well, and along with Tuba, who's been doing stuff in Joburg now as well, so he's bringing his Joburg repertoire through to do with Vicky Sampson. And then of course I'm Gay, that's Lily Slap City, that's Clive Allardyce. And he is amazing. He's he's
that
full
little
of
video
energy.
is just.
I know. In fact, I think we have got the video. You want to play the video? I don't know if Gary's got it there. Let's see where it. Oh, there it is.
Whoop, Elizabeth, look, it's me, Lily Slap Silly. I missed you. I haven't seen you in almost 9 years. And guess what? I'm bringing my smash hit one-woman stand-up comedy show all the way to you at Centrestage on the 4th of January, and I'd love to see you there. It's a Saturday night, so get your guavas there and come and have the best time. It's stand-up comedy. There's singing, ging, ging, there's dancing, ging, 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 there's laughing, ging, 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 there's blinking, ging, 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 there's wigging, ging, 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 there's skin, ging, 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 there's the ging, 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 ging. You'll have the best time. I mean, I don't want to beg, but I really think you owe it to yourself to have a bit of a laugh. It's a drag show. Bring the husband, but don't tell him, and then I'll just jump on his lap and and you'll be divorced by morning. Book your tickets now. Centrestage. Click the link above or below. Click it, or just give Wendy a bell. She's gagging to hear from you.
How does he even get that right?
That is the one show that James is like, we have to watch.
You gotta go there. You gotta go and have a look.
Cool.
Oh no. You wear a lot of different hats. Gary's giving me questions as well here as well. He says you wear a lot of different hats, and one of them is candy wrap.
Yeah,
you do. Tell me about candy wrap.
That's all my customized gifting. So
Yes.
we have an online business. During COVID, we had to reinvent ourselves, and we had an online portal before COVID, but we were always too afraid. And then with COVID, we were like, well, here it is. Ready or not, here we come. So we do lots of customized gifting. I can see cell phone
advertising there.
covers,
Yes, very nice.
And great ways to get your brand out.
as well. Even this shirt as well.
Yeah. So
Lots
of bits and pieces. The shirts. Yeah.
Nice.
So that's the other side of me. That's
Yeah.
supposed to be 25% of my time, but I think Centrestage is about 90% of my time, and then everything else squishes into the wee
Come the
hours
4th of
and
January, we can just take a bit of a break.
Yeah, there's our page. Yeah, so you can go and check out
there we
the
go,
stuff
that's
we
it.
do. Orders are closed for Christmas. I'm just saying that now.
Okay, you won't get anything before Christmas.
The couriers are swamped.
Okay.
But visit our page. Come have a look at what we do.
But that's so typical of you. It looks beautiful. It looks. You're a very visual person.
Yes. Yeah.
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 I think you are.
That's how it works.
You make things look good.
Things need to look good.
You do.
That's what it's
But also organized. You're not disorganized at all. I would have thought that you might have been disorganized at some stage.
Yeah, it's the ADD side of me.
Yeah,
But I've learned to control that.
Because I think it's also the hyper focus. You can get that right.
Yeah. So I think there's been a lot happening. I think this Centrestage Baywest has been mind blowing. We've grown. We've done so much in such a short space of time, and every time you think, okay, there we go, we can take a little bit of a breath, then something new comes along and we try something else.
It's something else. And pantomime is going out until the 22nd.
I thought we would have 21 shows to catch our breath, but it has not been
Not
that.
a chance at all.
So I think the stuff that's coming up now for the festive season is very exciting.
Yeah.
And I think it allows the people of GQ to see that Centrestage at Baywest is not just Centrestage shows. There's a bit of everything for everyone.
Yeah, Garth
And
Taylor, and Biggie
yes.
Sampson, it's for everybody.
Yes,
you know.
come and visit,
Yeah.
come and check it out. It's just like if you see what that space looked like before and now you see it,
Yeah.
you're like, how on earth? It's
How did it
amazing.
get
We've
from
got the
Cotton
most
On?
amazing
It was-
space in PE.
It used to be the Cotton On place, and we've transformed it into a theatre.
Yeah.
Incredible, and PMADS has even done more work on it, getting that theatre feel.
Yes,
doing
and
it.
to realize the versatility of our space, I think that's what it's created too. None of us ever dreamed that we would have like a theatre production in there.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
yes, we do, and yes, it's working.
Yeah,
it's
it's working
amazing.
like a bomb. It's
Yeah.
actually, the sound is
The
brilliant.
sound is amazing, the lighting, the space. What more could you want?
We managed to get more roof space for so we can get the angles right for the lights, and
very
it's been
exciting.
we would have never thought we could do it, but it's been done.
It's been
Ronnie van Jaarsveld with the sound and the lighting, line out has been amazing.
I don't even know. I remember 6 days before the venue opening, standing in a concrete shell, thinking, "Are we going to do this?"
Are we going to be able to do
And
this?
then at opening, standing there and realizing lineouts as partners have just like pulled out all the stops.
Yeah,
I mean, I
yeah.
stood on the stage there with what's his name?
Hendrik.
No, the guy, Afrikaans singer. Come on, man.
Kurt Darren.
Kurt Darren, standing
Yeah.
there singing with him on the stage, looking at him and just going, I can't believe
Yes.
that this is this now.
Yeah.
After like looking at a
We
concrete
did
shell.
that first show with Kurt Darren, 26th of
October.
Oh no, September.
Oh, September.
September already. 26th of September, we did that show, and it was done. We were in. You know?
Yeah, and standing there just going, look at this place.
What the
We
hell?
did this. How did we do this?
Yeah, yeah.
Lineouts are amazing.
Yeah,
they
they
were. I don't know.
They
pulled
are.
up. They were just.
Look, it's their job to do these things.
Yeah.
They pop up these huge sound systems and events out of nowhere.
I know, just within
So,
days.
it's-
Kudos to them. I think
Yeah.
we are very lucky to have like only the best
Yeah.
sound and lighting
Yeah.
of
Isn't
almost
it
any
amazing?
place in PE.
That we didn't have to worry about that side. Our sound and lighting that we use for center stage is great, but it has to be moved around everywhere. It's got line out has just got another levels up on that. You know,
Yeah,
all of a
they've
sudden we've got the
really-
best equipment we could possibly have.
Oh yes, and just taking it up like
Yeah.
1 gear up. No, not
Yeah,
1 gear.
yeah, 5
2,000
gear.
years up. Boy.
5
It's
gears
just
up, yeah.
we're very very
Incredible.
fortunate to have that space.
Yeah, it's because it's like a cabaret venue on steroids. I can just describe it as. It's got the chairs and tables, which is our thing. You know?
It is, and I think even doing the panto now,
Yeah.
convincing them that you need to have some chairs and tables, and you can have, you know, the theatre
Normal
style with seating, but I think people around chairs and tables is just this relaxed atmosphere, and they get into things, and that's what we've always specialised in.
Yeah.
So the combination of both of those at the panto has opened up.
been nice.
It's like a revelation. It's-
Well, I think
look what you can do.
they've sold more tickets than they have last year already, and they've still got like
Quite a few days to go. And the
still,
cast
so-
are working hard. They are so slick.
Yeah,
The
amazing.
singing and the dancing, like visually, it's just
It's incredible.
Fabulous.
And the harmonies are amazing. Katie Herodin done an amazing job on that.
yeah.
Baywest management have also come on board, obviously, for this too, and they've been great. They've even put a grand piano outside. I see.
Yes, and just collaborating with us, making sure we get the shows out. Everything's on their digital screens. They're giving us space on their Facebook page, and if you think about how many tenants they've got in Baywest, everybody needs a little slice.
Yes.
But they've really given us a really big share.
slice.
So
I think they have.
thank you to,
Yes, to
Priscilla and Lindsay and Henrik for all your hard work.
Priscilla Hendrik is doing all the he's our go-to guy if something breaks down. It's been great. So it's all these things that have sort of come together, and I mean I met you 1990.
We did
91?
but we did our first show together in '94.
94 was it? 94
when we did an ABBA show.
ABBA
that
show.
was our first show we did
Mandy
together. Yes, Mandy Goo.
So and of course we've done shows with me, and we've done a million shows.
Hey man, we've even won awards for our slapstick comedy.
We did, eh?
Yes.
We won a Showtime award to
Yes.
us the one time, you know.
All those crazy characters,
Bob
all those
Evans.
corporates
Yes, I know.
rushing around the country,
Jeez, like.
doing manic stuff.
And Austin Powers was one of the highlights for me. The Austin Powers show, which was a strange show. I don't know where it came.
That was the start of your. Let's take this crazy guy into some roles and put music to it and make it entertainment.
See what we can do.
And that was the start of it.
Yeah, it's like use what you've got. You know? I mean, your theatre stuff. You were doing stuff with GNS before as well.
Yeah, I mean, all of that. That's where I come from. I come from a theatre background. It's so very. It's like worlds apart from what we do.
Yeah.
But I think it gave me such a good. Like a background, you know, the discipline of what you do in theatre. I listened to the panto every night warming up, and somebody from the bar said to me, "I don't hear you guys doing that." So I'm like, I'm backstage going, doing my stuff, but that's all part of it. It's learning the disciplines of what needs to be done to be
Centrestage always had this mix between theatre and rock and roll, you know.
Yes.
And I think we've been on more on the rock and roll side the last.
And what is our famous saying? It's like entertainment for people with short attention spans.
Yes, absolutely.
So keep you entertained, but just enough to not go off on a tangent that you have to concentrate too long.
Just
have fun, feel good.
Have fun. Get to the chorus and let's go.
But we've always had musicians that are at the top of the game, like stellar musicians, and I think this Mag 80 show is a very good example of that.
Brilliant.
All the musicians are just like phenomenal.
Top class. I mean,
we had like this many rehearsals, and we stood on that stage, and it was like, wow.
It was amazing. The guys are properly tight, and I'm glad to have Andrew Warnaker on bass as well, coming in for this 80s show. I see a couple of comments there as well.
Yes.
I see Sharon saying all the shows are good. Thank you very much.
Hey, look at that.
John.
Gino, award-winning Gino.
Award-winning, award-winning Gino. You know what, Ruben? I tell you what, I think that's the only thing I've ever watched in my entire career. They don't look at comedians in the same light.
Yeah, but I think that was the start of. We also won a Showtime Award for ABBA. I think it was like almost, in layman's terms, the most bums in seats in a run.
Yes.
When we brought that out, it was like our first big musical production, but even the stuff that we did when we did that show in the barn and we won an award, I think for the first time the theatre people, and that was Bob Evely, going, wait a moment, let's see what these people can do, and you realised, okay, there's a mix of a bit of theatre, but the comedy and the music in it,
it's still in there,
and
because there was always theatre and bands.
Yeah.
So the bands could never make that crossover. And you're right. I never really thought about Centrestage like that, and that it really is kind of a mixture, you know.
It is. I think we've evolved all the time, and our shows, which maybe initially were all musical, have almost become theatrical productions because everything we do is like the costumes that are chosen now and the moves, and we research what did they wear in the 80s, what did they do, how did they move.
How do we move from one song to the next? What do we do in between? It's got to do this, and where you're going to be on stage, staging, production. That's all part of it. It is.
So I think it's. I think we've learned a lot. In the 20-something years.
Definitely.
Which is exciting. Now we have a beautiful home to put it on.
We do. And it allows us to do these shows now. But all sorts of I mean, we were saying that it's not just for Centrestage, and you're absolutely right that we've got to get in from all over.
Yes, for sure. And I think next year is going to bring even more.
I think so.
We're starting the year off with 2 shows which aren't Centrestage. You know, with Next Level, with Vicky and Tuva and Lily.
And Lily Slapsilly.
And I think that's a good example. I think we are getting tons and tons of inquiries from national artists. How do I get into a venue? What do I need to do? And which is very exciting for us because
and the corporates too, I suppose. We'll certainly be doing the corporates as well.
Well, I mean, next year we need to show the matric dancers that there's this venue that's out of this world with a red carpet that can go out and
you can have your meal there and everything. It's all there, and the sound's there and the lights are there. And everything.
So I think there are a lot of opportunities for next year, and we're only just beginning.
I know. And it's for us, it's so nice because everything's there already, so we don't have that outlay.
And the manic tech. I mean, you know, setting up, striking, moving on.
Man, we don't have to worry about that so much. We can actually leave it up. We can actually leave it up for a bit.
Yeah, very exciting.
Highlights for you in your career, Thurs, what would you say?
I think the one thing that's gone with me forever is how that very first big show we did in the Opera House, where we turned it more into a theatrical musical production, was ABBA, and the proof that I mean, we ran for weeks. We ran in PE, then we went to East London, then we came back to PE, and then we went back to East London. And I think if you just, for me, it made me realize that really good music, really good musicians, great staging is something, it's come back over and over again. And that has been amazing because I've been part of that cast, and you have right from the beginning, and we've seen how it's changed. But it's been so endearing to our audience, which is great. That's big for me.
Part of it, also, I think the music for you was the thing, and I don't know the whole thing about ABBA. You know, maybe it was the early Mandy Gurr show that we did.
Very special, but also the way the movies came out, and then it started to span different generations. Back to that same kids rock thing where, you know, you've got kids, they all know the movies, so they know the music, and they're singing with their parents who actually knew it from the 70s. It's that same thing, like letting it live on. So that has been a very big thing for me, and even when we've done the productions, I get quite like stressed when everybody doesn't take it seriously, because it's like when you see what it can do, you realize how it changes lives. So that was a big thing for me. I also think working for Centrestage for many, many years in the capacity as a performer, but also doing tons of stuff in the background, and now kind of being
you're in financial industry, you're in all sorts. Thomas done just about everything, I think, over the years.
Now you're making me sound old. So I think it's also been like quite a highlight to be part of this kind of new era of what Centrestage has to offer.
You're right, it is a new era because we're getting the youngsters in as well. We've got to take the youngsters forward in the show, and they can learn from us, and then also better what we've done, you know. I think we need to move on because we can't just always stay in the old.
For sure, and wearing many different caps. I think that you know, everybody knows me from Centrestage. It has opened many doors, especially with the kids rock. And even with Candy Rap, with the work that I do, when people realize, oh wait, you're Tara from Centrestage. It adds credibility. People have a face to put to it.
They know you.
It's opened other doors, like Al Kozak and I are playing at Tuppers once a week with our acoustic thing. It's a pub gig, but not a pub gig. It's still like the caliber of what we do. It's not, you know, it's quite classy, and
for sure.
And so I love it.
Alan is a perfectionist, so
for sure. We work well together for that. So it's been exciting. It's Centrestage has allowed me to do many weird and wonderful things.
It is. It's incredible how it's become just part of our lives as we go.
And a family. You become part of the Centrestage family. You go away and you may be a million miles away, but you still stay in touch.
We were just saying Jace was online just recently now. I mean, Donovan in the UAE. You know, Wayne's over in the Caribbean somewhere, but we're all still a family.
Yeah, for sure. I think once it's in your blood, it's
you can't get it out.
You don't get it out.
And new performers, you young performers that are looking up.
Yeah, I think our corporate work has always been a very big part of what we do. You know, we do the public shows, people see us, it gives us corporate work. But the corporate is a totally different monster.
Yeah.
I think you learn to do that.
Yes.
And we've had tons of people who are great singers.
Yeah.
But doing the corporate stuff is different. You
Yeah.
don't only need to have a great voice, you
It's
need to
hard
have a
work.
personality, and you need to be able
Patience.
to win an audience over. And I think we've learned to do that. So it's important that we are bringing in new
Yeah.
younger performers. Like Kaylin is only 19, but
Yeah.
over the few
Kaylin
shows,
Duplessis,
yeah,
yes.
she's grown tremendously, and it's
Yeah.
exciting to be able to kind of teach them what
Yeah.
we've learned.
Yeah.
You know.
And it's especially for that corporate side. I mean, Tuba was one of the guys that came through along with Chase. You know, that was younger than us.
Yeah.
And has gone on to just take it by the
So
by the
many big
horns, you
things.
know.
Yeah, for sure.
Kaylin Duplessis is another one who's just absolutely phenomenal. She's
Yeah.
got this big voice, small frame, big voice,
Yeah.
and keen to learn, you know.
Yes, for sure, and I think that's what it's about. I think
Yeah.
they can learn from us. I'm not trying to blow our own trumpet,
Yeah.
but we've learned a lot
Yeah.
in what we've done,
course.
and you learn from being on stage with someone. I even remember in ABBA, Katie saying to me, I can just look at you on stage
Yeah.
and I can see you indicating we're going to move forward with
Yeah.
your head, and I can follow you, and
Yeah.
and like she says, she alone has learned so much just from those ABBA shows.
And how to connect with the audience, you know,
Yeah.
it's always been an important one. And I know Katie Herodin as well, great. Finland's daughter, Abigail
she's divine,
Pitti.
yes.
Wow, just young.
Yeah, Dylan
girls,
Duplessis as well.
I'm getting called, Dylan Duplessis,
Yeah.
of course, on bass and on guitar too. He's in the Innovators, which is not an easy show to play, and he is nailing it on bass.
Yeah.
So for that show as well, also quite a young cast, and great. So they're just throwing themselves into it in a big way.
I think that this gives them the platform to do these things and grow all the time.
Yeah, Stephen Herter in on guitar and on sound.
Yes.
He's been a great addition to the fold. Stephen's been amazing.
Yeah, I think it's great how we there are musicians that are around that are coming in together. Like Hugo and Megan have brought a new dimension to the 80s, and she is like a live wire on stage.
Yeah, she is. She is crazy,
And they just like
They're fitting.
top-notch musicians that just have also helped us raise
Yeah.
the bar, which is important.
And of course now with the brass section, we've got Sean Lyon, we've got Tiago, and Curtis Kettledust.
Yes.
Curtis is phenomenal.
Yes.
Phenomenal.
He is, eh?
He's just a sax player extraordinaire. I don't think there's anybody to touch him in this flippin', especially in even the Eastern Cape,
Yeah,
around the country.
I think we don't actually realize what amazing talent we have here, you know?
He's so good, so good.
And I think with the panto too, it's allowed us to earmark a few people like, oh, look at that. People who come from a theatre background, so we'll have the discipline and teach them something a little bit new.
Yeah.
So I think there are many opportunities to continue to nurture new talent. Talent that's already great, but can learn something different.
There's got to be that initial talent that's there,
Yeah.
the feel and the voice or the
Stage presence. Yeah, for
whatever
sure.
it's going to be. That little bit of quirkiness is always nice, and it'd be lovely to find new people as well. I mean, people that are coming through. I see on the pantomime. I was looking at Aiden.
Yes, Aiden's in Kids Rock.
He's in Kids Rock as
Yeah.
well. He's been amazing, and Jess.
Jesse Barth, yeah.
Jesse
He was in
Barth,
our
yeah.
Sparkling Sisterhood.
Yes,
and then
great
you
voice.
see him in the panto, completely different persona.
Yeah.
And then you just realize, we got to pull some of these people in and
There's some amazing talent I've
continue
seen.
to use the people of PE.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
We have to do it. I don't know if there's anything else Gary wants
Yeah, we're
to...
going to do
Yes?
getting to know you.
Are you going to do your Getting to Know You section? Excellent plan.
Okay, I'm very nervous
Excellent
about
plan.
this.
I like these questions because we can dig a little bit into your personality.
you know everything about me. What
A
do
bit
you
of
know?
OCD, we'll go. I know. This is the problem interviewing you because I know you so well that that I don't ask the questions that I normally ask other guests.
Okay,
You know.
I'm very nervous about this. What are you going
But
to ask me?
we need a little getting to know you section because she likes that Julie Andrews stuff. Do it. Let's
Getting to
go.
know you, getting to know all about you.
Just for your theatre
thanks.
stuff, you
Thank
know,
you, thank
because
you.
I know you love that stuff.
Yes.
Oh man,
I can't see the page, so this makes me nervous.
it's all right.
Okay.
Anything spontaneous or irresponsible that you've ever done throughout your life?
Oh,
I can bring up a couple of.
sure. Now what have I done? I don't know. Gino, what have I done?
Something irresponsible that you've done over
Something
the years.
irresponsible.
Yeah. So, yeah.
Okay, now I can't think of anything. Moving on.
You look. Scarf?
Yes, we
You-
did do one corporate.
Yes.
And I'm still convinced that I was sparked. My
Spiked
bed
by
was,
someone.
Sparked.
Well, it certainly
because
happened very quickly. I can see.
I went downhill very fast as never happened before. I kind of left the stage and just sort of advised that I was going home.
Because you were seeing.
I sang the same line about 20 times.
Gobbledygook.
Yeah.
That was the funniest thing I've ever experienced in my life.
Yeah, that was
Somebody
really
tag
good.
Wayne Callis, please. Tag Wayne.
Yeah, Wayne was there too, because I didn't
Wayne.
even know that he could sing Mercy, but apparently he can. He took over.
I want you.
I'm not sure I was really responsible for that. I think the people at the corporate might have been sending lots of
No,
sheets
they didn't
and
know.
stuff.
They actually didn't know. Well, I don't know. It was maybe it was just that one too many taquitos pushed you over the
It
edge.
actually blocked that out of my mind. Okay, moving on,
That's
moving
surprise.
on. Oh dear.
It was
okay.
so funny. That was really
That
funny.
was irresponsible.
It was a great one. Now, there were some others, but I won't bring it up.
Yeah, good. Moving on.
The biggest risk that you've ever taken?
The biggest risk.
Yeah.
The biggest risk I've ever taken. Kind of leaving working for a corporate
Yeah.
and deciding that I'm going to use my artistic side when I had no formal training in anything, teaching myself and doing online courses so that I could use Photoshop and then starting Candy Wrap because I thought it would be a cool idea.
Yeah.
That was a risk because I had quite a good job and a good salary.
Yes, and you had
That
a
was
good
a big
job.
risk.
But you have to take those things. But I don't think you're averse to risk. I mean, you moved to Cape Town. You know,
Yeah.
there's lots of stuff in your life. I think where you've just made the
Tried
decision.
something new. Yeah.
Make that decision and
Yeah.
go. You know.
Yeah.
And it doesn't matter the risk. The money's never been that important.
Look, I mean, I do like nice things,
Yes, yes.
but
No,
my
look,
life has changed. I've learned that it's not only about the nice things that open and close.
Yeah, I think you like your sparkles and your things and your stuff, but I
Yeah.
don't think it's not about the money. It's more about the challenge.
I think it's been quite rewarding going in a completely different direction.
Yeah.
Very different.
And then the most physically painful thing you've ever experienced.
Am I allowed to say childbirth?
Yeah.
Twice.
Yes.
Stupid
It
me.
was so far apart as well.
Yes.
Because
Well,
Abigail, which I love.
first time around, completely natural, and then second time thinking maybe I should rather just go the Caesar route. It's all
Yeah.
planned. It was
Yeah.
worse.
Oh no, with the
But,
rest. Oh no.
Yeah. So big gap between the two girls.
Yes.
Yeah, but I
Abby,
think the 10-year-old's keeping me young.
Yes,
Or
absolutely.
giving me grey hair.
Yeah,
I'm not sure.
but and Abigail doing so well with her teaching. She's
She's just finished now.
She's so she works hard.
She's a mommy's girl. She is a grafter.
Yeah, she doesn't mind.
Quite a perfectionist.
love that daughter of yours.
Yeah.
And then the most nervous that you've ever been. Really nervous.
I'll tell you what.
I'm interested to find out because I mean I'm probably there. I was probably there.
The most nervous I've been was when we opened Centrestage Baywest. All my attention really went into that, and then realizing that the new show we were doing was opening, and I kind of had a lot of stuff to
Sparkling
learn.
sisterhood.
So that night that made me very nervous. I've never felt like that, but then again,
That's
all
fine.
the years of what we've done has taught me to roll with the punches. So
Yes.
that was both nervous and exhilarating at the same
Sometimes
time.
I feel for you, but
I just remember thinking,
you were great.
I actually haven't learned what I'm supposed to do. Oh, flip. Here we go. It was fun. It was fun.
Oh dear.
Yeah.
And then your biggest adrenaline rush. Italian junkie.
No, but I love all those things. Like I've been to Disneyland and done all that stuff.
Okay.
I don't know.
Yeah,
Biggest adrenaline rush.
never been bungee jumping or skydiving, anything like that.
No, I'm a little bit too scared of that.
Yeah.
That's not me. I'm a little bit too much of a control freak. Like
Yeah,
that.
okay.
Yeah.
Is that, because you like to control a bit?
Yeah. Things
speak
must
to
be
your
ordered and
husband.
organised. Yeah, I mean, he doesn't even like me to drive because he feels like that's a risk. He kind of holds on and then tells me I'm a great driver, but he's still like his
Holding.
knuckles to the white. My favourite singer or band?
Yeah, so
Gary's
your
asking questions now.
favorite singer or band? What do you like?
This is the problem with what we've done. I've learned to appreciate every kind of genre. So I don't have a favorite singer or band. I think the one artist that always stands out to me who's managed to reinvent herself, who I think is phenomenally talented, is Pink.
Pink.
I love the fact that she does everything from theatrical to pop, and like flying through the sky, singing, like to her is nothing.
Yeah, no, she's got a voice, eh?
So she is one person that I'm quite taken by.
Have you seen her thing on I think it's on Disney Plus or something?
Her documentary?
Yeah.
Yes.
Have you seen it?
Yes.
Philippa watched it and she said she's a bit narcissistic, but
She's quite crazy.
Yeah.
But how do you not become like that almost when
you got such talent.
yes, and everything you do, you've just got everybody like eating out of the palm of your hands. I think it's difficult to remain balanced.
Yes. Yeah,
She's amazing. I think she's
I think she'd have to be amazing to
yeah. I'd love to see her live. I missed her. Sadly.
She's got an incredible voice. It's just phenomenal.
And you hear her doing like in that A Million Dreams and whatever.
Yeah.
So theatrical, but also
Yeah.
she
the
wears so
voice
many
is
different
still
hats.
there, you know,
Yeah,
the-
she's great.
It's one for Tara. This one is your life has been different to what you imagined.
Yeah.
And from that 16-year-old girl that was at collegiate with a little, what's that thing that hangs out the back of your skirt?
Oh, girdle. Leave my girdle alone.
The girdle. I always wondered what the hell is this thing?
It's an award, you chop.
Is it an award?
It's an award.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
I don't know.
You don't all wear them. It's an
They're just
award.
hanging out your skirt. It looks like a lot of tiny.
Oh, no, that's an award.
A girdle, okay.
Yeah, so things have changed somewhat. I've had very high highs and low lows, and learned to not believe everything you read in the paper.
Yes.
And I've learned that people who you think may be your friends are maybe not. But I've also learned that the people that stick by you through whatever and are still there are the ones you hang on to for life. They've been there've been some hectic moments, but it's also taught me a lot about me. And like I say, maybe the materialistic things are not as important. And reinventing yourself. Holding your head up high and not allowing people to put you in a box because of what they think you are.
People do that. They love to put you in a box.
Yeah.
You know? And a moment when you can be proud of an accomplishment or achievement, and why is that significant? Can you think of something?
I think this whole thing in the last few months has taught me a lot about that. What you can put out there. And I think even the Sparkling Sisterhood was one of those examples. There was nobody else to lean on, and it was kind of, Gary gave me advice and you gave me advice, but it was the first time that I kind of laid myself out there and put myself out there.
Your own show.
And some of it was really messy.
Yeah.
Like my guitar playing, in my head it went much better than it actually did in real life. But I was determined to try it. And when I went home that night, I did play it perfectly.
Yes, of course.
So, I think I feel very proud of the fact that we've achieved a lot under a lot of pressure in a short space of time. I feel very proud of the fact that the Kids Rock, James and I have managed to create this product that is actually pretty amazing. And I'm very excited about where it's going to go. And
it's also your thing, you know.
And formalizing it and you know, the initial schools were kind of like guinea pigs, and we've learned a lot over this year. So I'm very excited about really refining that and making it something that we can be even prouder of. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. It's if you look back, you know, at how things have evolved, and then finally to this, I think we are on it is on a different level. This venue is a different level.
Yeah.
With Ronnie involved and line out.
Yes.
The sound is on a different level. The lighting's on a different level, and the shows also. I think they've also taken a bump up. You know,
for sure.
We haven't done this many shows in years.
Yeah,
you know,
yes.
we haven't done this much stuff. We haven't taken this kind of risk in years.
I think we've exposed ourselves as Centrestage to people who'd never heard about us before. So I think that's exciting. And bringing in a lot of national artists next year and being able to host a lot of corporate functions and events is going to be part of all that reinventing what we're really about. We're not just about being on the stage or doing shows.
Yeah, it's not just the Centrestage shows. It should be this whole.
There's so many arms to what we do, which is exciting.
Yeah, and kids rock and that sort of thing have also added to that too. You know, it's the what we use every single bit of talent that you've got, you know, inside. I think Centrestage is always about, you know, and what makes you what you are. How would you say? How would you describe that?
I think a lot of it has been life lessons. I was brought up in a family where the women were also allowed to have their say. It caused a lot of fights because in that time it wasn't really the thing, and my mother was a strong woman, and my dad was quite a perfectionist. So I think I've grown up in an environment where I've learned to stand up for myself, and I also believe, and I say this to both my girls, that there's no longer a place for mediocrity. You have to learn to stand out in some kind of way that people take notice. So whatever it is you do, even though you may not be confident, you do it to the best of your ability, so that people will actually see that you have heart, and that you're prepared to do the hard work and keep on going.
Keep at it.
Yeah. I think there's a lot of competition with whatever you do, whether it be sport or whether it be entertainment. So what is it that you can put? What stamp do you put on it that makes you unique? And I think being somebody who's reliable and will work hard and will throw themselves into it sets you apart.
Yeah.
When you're not working, how do you like to spend your time?
How do you spend your time when you're not doing
those few hours when I sleep?
1 hour, hour and a half perhaps in 3 weeks.
I actually like to just chill because I find everything else is so crazy.
The series or something.
I like to watch a lot of series, and it's quite funny because that's my, like, when everybody else is sleeping, that's in our house. If I've done some work when it's quiet, then that's what I do. I actually put on my earphones and I watch series and just chill out. I think James and I have got like a few things we do together, like our CrossFit. We go to CrossFit together 3 times a week.
Couple stuff.
Yeah, it's like a different thing, but it's a thing we do together, and we walk together twice a week, and talk about like everything that's going on. That's our space. And my girls are very much a part of that downtime. Like, even if it's just all chilling on the couch, watching something, it's time together is important.
I can't see it. He's showing me a mess, but I can't see it.
She's writing something on a board because I told her she's not allowed to talk. School holidays.
Obviously, yes, it's school holidays. That's it. And Philip is also on holiday now, school holidays as well.
Yeah.
And, but Thurs, I mean, I think it's been a very nice chat. You know, like I said, it's difficult to interview you because I know you so well. I know you so well, I do.
But I think maybe you've also seen other sides of me.
No, No, only the best.
The angry sides.
Only the best. You know, when you get to know somebody well enough that you've seen them lose their cool, that's when you know you really know them well.
Yeah, I don't do that too often, but there have been moments in the last few months.
Oh yeah. We've all had those.
Yeah, we've had opportunities that have been so great, and I'm very appreciative for that.
Yeah, it is great. And then Kids Rock, obviously, coming up.
People of St. Francis.
St. Francis, it's at the links.
You can book online at Quicket. There's a Quicket link. That's the little icon there. But I know that the links have got all the info, and the sales are starting to pick up, which is exciting.
Good.
But it's just like we've made it in the afternoon, so you've been to the beach, and now you can actually come and spend some time, put on your techies, come down.
Lovely, and it's great fun. Bring your kids, because your kids are going to absolutely freaking love it. And also, if you're moms and kids, it's a perfect gig for moms and kids together. Yeah. So just get down there and just do it. St. Francis at that time of year, beautiful. Yeah. They're either in the river or the thing. They can get out the river and come in their costumes. Come and have a jaw. Yes, for sure. Get back in the river for sundowners afterwards. You know, it'll be absolutely perfect.
Yeah.
Tarzy Pan, thank you so much for coming on.
It's been fun.
It's been great. It's been great fun, and lovely to actually interview you fully for a change.
Yeah.
And we'll see you at the next show. We're going to be there. I'll be there with you.
See you there.
You're there on the stage working hard again.
Cool.
Love you lots.
Eating.
Relax, sit down. Coming out of PE town. Don't drink, find a shot. Never mind your liver, get to Gino's spot.
Gino's spot.
Get to Gino's spot.
Gino's spot.
Have a laugh, have a giggle, and exercise your middle. Have a Gino